Hey guys, Max0r here, and welcome to China. It's just China. I really hope I didn't just tank my social credit in our previous of adventures.
You tanked your social credit. Gosh, but mad respect for the pronunciation, Max. Absolutely, mad respect for proper pronunciation, but also why. I haven't heard that in forever, and now I have, and I'm probably gonna end up hearing it at least 5 more times.
We explored Mondstadt to learn the basic mechanics, and also, race relations.
Welcome back to another NEKO Reacts. Some of you may not know this, but I am an ex-OG Genshin player. I used to be an absolute addict. So let's see what Max0r has to say about that.
This video is a cry for help. Genshin Impact is a playable anime, and that's pretty good since my videos are attempts to make watchable anime. I can't believe it, guys. They made a sequel to Stockholm Syndrome. Welcome to the world of Teyvat. You may have heard of it from all the free advertising that I'm doing. A beautiful post-apocalyptic nightmare world featuring a giant tree. Sorry, that's the wrong game. On our journey throughout the 7 nations, we will meet the world's most colorful cast of children, entrusted and empowered by the...
That escalated so quickly, and we're only 25 seconds in. I'm terrified now.
Gods to wield elemental energy as dangerously as possible. I'm just a big fan of the characters in this game. There is no reason in particular. Assemble your team of heroic psychopaths and begin blasting, loading, cooking your enemies alive, visiting Baby's first casino, and with enough time, it will become Baby's last casino. But most importantly, have fun, because the game will try to stop you. I can assure you that the visual novels are exactly what Dawei intended. So join me as I navigate one of the most beautiful, fantastical, and expensive game worlds ever made, one agonizing country at a time. This is it, guys. This is what $900 million can buy you. Are you having fun yet? Look, all I'm trying to say is that
I remember finding like little areas where you could clip through the map and discover quote-unquote secret areas. They actually looked pretty interesting. One time I almost soft-locked myself though. That wasn't fun. I panicked. I panicked. But that was a long time ago.
This is a weird episode of Ava.
It is a bit. Stop! Oh my god! That's perfect! It is a weird episode of Ava. It's over. Oh my gosh. I almost forget. I genuinely almost forget sometimes, now that I've quit Genshin, that it's literally an anime at this point, and there's nothing else that will change my mind about that. It's just the truth. Genshin is a playable anime, and this is a very accurate, 100% absolutely correct title. Yeah!
Wow, I haven't been here in 2 years. Welcome back to Mondstadt, and yes, the game still displays your IP address, just in case you're a little bit too critical. Yes. This place is where the player learns how to fight, learns how to kill innocent animals, learns that they are bisexual as soon as they see Kaya. So
I'm firmly under the belief that Timmy's birds are just government spies, okay? They're not innocent.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to teach the basics, and nothing else. The environment here looks like it shares a polygon. I think a good place to start is with our team. The Fuliganasaria. Official. Every crew got the schizophrenic, personality disorder, mentally and physically deranged, wife material. I'm serious about that. There's a quest where you enter her mind and she fights her tulpa. End user license agreement. Literally the only physical DPS. Possibly racist. Has the biggest slappy in Teyvat. Sangan and Rosaria, who is dressed promiscuously, so we need to cover her up in appropriate garments. God, I wish nuns were real. With our team assembled, we are now able to do nothing because I haven't explained the game. Genshin Impact is...
Nuns don't exist at all, but in Genshin they do. You know, Max0r has a really solid point here. I wish they did exist.
It's a based character RPG where each character wields one of the 7 elements, all of them interacting completely nonsensically. Water buffs fire, ice freezes water, plants buff electricity, fucking gas leak. Dendro requires 9 tabs of Khan Academy. My team is based on not playing the game as much as possible. There is genuinely...
Yeah, well, if you could leave a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you!
cooldown to freeze. By the way, what I'm showing you now is considered tame. The game is actually supposed to look sub-mentally deranged. The numbers are helping me to understand what's happening. Of course, some characters are bad, and others...
That was the one thing about Genshin that I really loved, was just all the numbers. I would build up my characters, they would be cracked, and then there would be numbers all over this screen. It was beautiful. And then it got to a point where I maxed out my map to 100% in every area. I had all the free primos I could possibly get, and it was literally just log on, do my dailies, do the event in one day, and then log off, repeat. It was a very depressing time for me, so I had to quit. I couldn't keep doing that anymore. I don't know how far the story has progressed because it's been that long. It's been a very long time. The last time I played, I pulled Nahida, and then I quit.
Are very bad, but many are absolutely game-changing. There are characters that straight up allow me to fly, at least through regular means. This one fights with a pogo stick, and this one doesn't fight at all. My cock's crit rate is -87. The game also allows us to choose from a lot of weapons. I think I have a few copies, each one with their own properties and substats. Sometimes too many substats. Like, goddamn, I'm fighting with a Wikipedia page. We've got bows, spears, paddles, big fish, sentient umbrella, child's bomb instructions. I hope you can see why there's a lot of variation. And also theory crafting. A lot of Chinese theory crafting. They take this game very seriously. Like right outside of a KFC, seriously. And if you're wondering about the gambling, well, hell, we'll get to it later. I have a...
Look, I know everyone has their thing against Chi-Chi in the standard banner, but you know what? She's not that bad. She's not a bad character, okay? It's just, you know, after pulling her and maxing her to C6, that can be annoying.
Lot to say about it. But for now, welcome to the land of the Anemo god, who is a twink that gets kicked in the balls.
Yes. Oh my god, this is a perfect
This guy's
Mondstadt.
really jamming out. No chat, I'm not going to do that. Yoinky slinky. Oh my god, he just doesn't give a fuck. So what if I just, oh no, he can't be stopped. Well, I guess if he can't beat him. Mondstadt is a depopulated anarchist state where there are no taxes, no police, and half the country is controlled by wolves. Wolves that you never actually see, unless you want to count Razor. I mean, there's the giant wolf, but he's kind of special. What the dog doing? As a result of this, nobody in Mondstadt has any money. Except for the church, of course. The city is undergoing a crippling wine epidemic. Look, I just think it's a serious...
I mean, I'm pretty sure wine is the only income for Mondstadt, right? And then again, where is that even coming from? You know, Max has a really good point here. I don't even know how Mondstadt has money.
Funding issue when the cavalry captain doesn't have a horse. Therefore, most of your time is going to be spent cleaning up their mess, their singular mess, because there is only one enemy in Mondstadt. Yes, from the beautiful ruins of old to the peaks of Dragonspine, 90% of the enemies you encounter are Hilichurls, a sentient race capable of empathy and complex thoughts, which is why they must be destroyed. Literally take a random location in Mondstadt. You are 10 seconds away from a Hilichurl. Why is that one unbirthing itself? Really cool that the only organization in Mondstadt is dedicated to race war. They even have their own language, which I'm being quizzed on. Honestly, I'm a bit of a yay data man myself.
Has someone figured out the language, like how to make sense of that? There's no way. Absolutely not. What?
Really feeling that woohoo yay today. Don't say Nini Zito, it's basically a slur. They didn't like that. Look, what I'm trying to say is this place has problems, but ultimately they are cool problems. Mondstadt may not be that varied, well designed, or even have a story that I can't summarize in one sentence. The dragon was mean, and then he was nice. Sun Tzu. But ultimately, this is just the beginning of a long, long journey. This game is planned out 7 years in advance. So as far as the basics go, there is no better teacher than Mondstadt. But pretty much just the basics. I don't think I'm staying for the boss fights. What is happening? What the fuck am I seeing?
I did like Mondstadt's boss fight. The animations are wicked. Oh god.
Okay.
Whenever I would get bored, I would just pull out the lyre or Liyue, however you want to pronounce it, and play Legend of Zelda music. I got to that point where I was just playing Legend of Zelda music in Genshin Impact. And that's a really sad revelation now.
Stop playing for a sec.
No.
Stop playing!
I need to go to my teapot!
No! No teapot! No tea for you.
For the next stop on our War Crimes tour of the Balkans, we're heading to the Funny Nation. Post about this nation to instantly gain Reddit karma. And for that, we're going to need to climb as high as we can so we can deduce the direction. So we're going to this location on the map. If only there was a better way to view the world. Make sure to
Okay, so we're going to this giant hole in the ground.
land on the elevator. Next, we're going to
Oh my
shit. We're going to
What?
1 second. We're going to ascend to space. Why does that work like
Max,
that?
how
Oh my
are
god,
you
the
breaking
planet's
the
receding.
game?
I am alone in this hell on Earth.
Oh my god.
I think I'm
I think
I'm gonna
broke
be
it.
here for a little bit. You know, it's real bad when the moon is physically below you. Hang on, guys, it's getting kind of dark, so I'm just gonna change the time real quick. Yeah, the game lets you do that. Well, folks, it was nice knowing you all.
How in the world?
Never mind.
Happy HP, that's great. Oh my god.
Hey guys, Max0r here, and welcome to China. It's just China. I really hope I didn't just tank my social credit in our previous of adventures.
You tanked your social credit. Gosh, but mad respect for the pronunciation, Max. Absolutely, mad respect for proper pronunciation, but also why. I haven't heard that in forever, and now I have, and I'm probably gonna end up hearing it at least 5 more times.
We explored Mondstadt to learn the basic mechanics, and also, race relations. So for Liyue, we're going to learn that we've been playing the game wrong. But before I can get to that, I need to explain my team. I call it the hot shower by force. Lord knows we need it. Xi Jinping. Yes, this is a man. I know it's hard to tell. He is also ridiculously broken on account of his ability to make enemies wet.
I mained Xi for a very long time. I think he was the only 4-star in my team, and then I pulled oh gosh, I forgot who I pulled that replaced him. But I replaced him. I did. It was insane.
Interpret that information however you want. Hu Tao is the owner of a funeral parlor, and she could use a bit of new business. She is also the winner of the most terrifying Sims award. Like, the thread just doesn't end. He's still writing them. Most reasonable Hu Tao main. Yalad is a character that I play for the personality. She is also one of the most overpowered units in the game, because
I play for the personality. Okay, I pulled Yellen for the personality when I still played. It was also for the fact that her attack scales off of HP. Okay, I love it when characters attack scales off of HP. I feel like that's huge. And if I remember correctly, the last time I played, her HP stat was at 35,000. I'm very proud of that still.
Because she's a second Xingqiu. I don't even care that she's a federal psyop. I can fix her. And Toma, who is fucking spelled wrong. Just don't build Toma. With our team assembled, we're now able to trivialize the combat because this team is ridiculous. Fortunately, Genshin is not just a game about combat. It's a game about gambling. You see, Genshin Impact is what we call a gacha game because it has got me in its grasp, which means that the primary game mechanic is chance. Every character is chance. Every weapon is chance. Every piece of every build is fucking chance. Do you know what it's like to have a mathematically impossible goblet? Goddamn elating. Hey, so I see you're trying to level up your crit rate. Well, that's a weird way to spell defense. Fortunately, we can predict the outcomes of our characters.
This is one of the things about Genshin that just absolutely slaughtered me, was constant farming, but the reward was great, but also the constant farming. It hurt me. It hurt me in ways I cannot fathom anymore because I don't play anymore.
Character roles using some Eastern philosophies, and the answer is 105 on average. But don't worry, you've got a lot of time. I guess we're gonna wait a day.
Yeah, wait a day.
Because only a few 5-stars are actually available, and sometimes they aren't available for 483 days. She is in prison for racism.
Man.
What are they going to do? Lock me up?
Yes.
So naturally, we need to feed our gambling addiction at any cost. And there's a few ways to do that. You could explore more, go on fantastic adventures, or find amazing treasures.
Yes, you can.
If you want to stay poor. No, you see, the real money is made in the daily quests, which are
you have to do your dailies. If you don't do your dailies, if you don't have a rhythm with Genshin by now, I suggest you either start working on a rhythm for grinding your dailies, or Embrace the fact that Genshin literally runs on a calendar, and you will not be able to max out your character in one day unless you have severely, overly prepared and maxed out almost every item.
Series of useful and normal missions, such as talking to people, murdering those people, talking to the Hillagirls, very nicely, finding the weasel, where do you go, and jumping on mushrooms. Who the fuck commissioned me to do this? We also have the power to send various characters on 20-hour expeditions directly to the coal mines. Look, guys, I really need these 2,000 upgrade materials. It's just best you don't think about it too hard.
Greetings, traveler. I'm Astra Abyssal. What can I do for you today?
Yeah, I'd like to send a child to the coal mines.
What?
Put her in for 20 hours.
But traveler, she...
Max. My heart. I was not prepared for Iron Mouse today. Oh my god. He really can just reach out to anyone, can he, huh?
Going to die.
The lithium is not going to mine itself, Catherine.
But traveler!
Do not question me, Catherine, or I'll have you stabbed in a future quest.
Oh, I love
Liyue is an authoritarian, militaristic oligarchy controlled by a committee of really hot lesbians. I believe in Ganyu supremacy. This nation is the land of contracts, and by entering, you have made the contract to not criticize the state. Consequently, Liyue is also where all money is printed on the planet. So, I guess...
Well, Liyue is also, isn't it like the richest of all the areas, if I remember correctly? Because there's just money and wealth everywhere. They've got the Jade Palace looking thing in the sky. I can't remember the name. It's been years, but you know what I mean.
I guess Mondstadt's economy is powered by hopes and dreams. And also, the card game. Look, Timmy, I know your dad's dead and all, but do you want to play Gwent? A minor side effect of this is that Liyue is in the midst of a violent crime epidemic. As in, the majority of enemies in Liyue are human. And even worse, they're poor. So poor, in fact, that they're forced to fight you with Molotov cocktails and farming equipment. What is your plan, my guy? The masculine urge to dig a hole. By the way, we're the good...
Well, you see, the reason why they're poor is because Liyue isn't fair to everyone, okay? And everyone needs money, but they're not a part of the everyone, okay?
Guys, speaking of digging holes, I should probably address this. It's a little difficult to ignore. You see, there are many beautiful places to see in Liyue, such as Night City, the fucking rice fields, the most annoying place to navigate on the earth. Like, please stop giving me commissions here. And then we have the Chasm, which is a secret underground labyrinth containing all of the game's eldritch horrors. And yes, this is just the entrance to the Chasm.
It's just an open, gaping hole. The fact that I've maxed the Chasm is a feat in and of itself that I should appreciate more often, but I don't.
Yeah, there's no sound effect for that. If you die down here, no one will hear your screams. As soon as you think you're done exploring, it just keeps going down. The devs had to add moon shoes to the game so I can keep playing it. Now that we're trapped down here, we only have 2 options remaining. We need to mine and we need to craft. The second part will come later. Okay, so now it's later. Unfortunately, I cannot craft a sense of humor. Look.
I love how Max is just like, all right, so anyways, about that, we're here now.
What I'm trying to say is Liyue is a very diverse place. Certainly more diverse than Hilichurl Field number 6.
Yes,
but most importantly, Liyue is a land of questions. What secrets lie in this mysterious land? What adventures are still to be had? Am I gay now? It's almost enough to make you forget the nightmare pit. And look, Liyue might have a few issues with organized crime, sea monster attacks. It happens twice. And the landscape always trying to kill me. But hey, at least the story's up. It's okay. Can anyone here tell me why?
Sometimes it's also about the personalities of the characters, you know? I think Ganyu and Yelan all have wonderful personalities, personally. That's just my personal opinion about personalities.
Hey, why like there's like a giant bird next to me? It's weird. Oh fuck, where am I? Diagonally.
Poofs. Oh my god, Diagonally. Oh my god, Max, you're gonna kill me.
What's up, gang? It's me, Arataki-ito.
Oh my god. That is so accurately Ito. Just, what's up, bro? Dice. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Oh my
Okay, guys, listen. We need to
Inazuma
reach
was
Japan.
fun.
Don't worry, I have a plan to
Well,
bypass it.
From what I can remember, Inazuma was fun until it wasn't, because you had a lot of those electric, I'm just gonna call it electric because I forgot the name of the element. Electro puzzles. Those were really annoying. They got on my nerves after, you know, a couple hundred times. Rightfully so. I think that's a fair statement to make, personally.
We are going to walk there. Yes, that's right. We're going to...
Oh my god.
Excuse me. We're going to travel underneath the ocean. So apparently I just have to...
tried. Yep.
That actually worked. Okay, I think I've made a mistake. It's time to descend into the abyssal zone. Just to watch out for the void. What do I do about this? So I think I've been walking for 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
I don't like this anymore. Okay, we're pretty close now, so
I want to go home.
I don't think we're close enough. Please no, please no, please no. We're drowning there.
No, how dare you? Oh my gosh. Raiden was great.
What is up, my
Yae
babies and
Miko.
gentlethems? Welcome to the land of Inazuma, a home to nobody because no one is properly housed in Inazuma. Previously, Mondstadt taught us how to play, and Liyue taught us how to simp. Well, the Light of Lightning is here to teach us that we have not felt true pain yet. But first, let's go over our team, which I will be calling the, Yandere Benzos. Yae Miko, Max0r, Sigma female, kidnapped a man and force feminized him. God, I wish that was me.
Traveler, I'm making a call.
No, that's just his sister. That's his twin sister, if I remember correctly. I mean, I wish we could have his twin sister. That would have been great. That would have been a wonderful opportunity for Genshin, and I don't think they took it, which is upsetting to a degree. But she is pretty.
I'll post to my twitter.com.
What the fuck are you saying?
I'm gonna piss on the fucking moon.
Bruce. You can literally name him Bruce. That is actually how it appears in game. In fact, we can name him all kinds of things, such as Baby Girl, Dr. Ligma, Ballfart, Testicles.
No way. You can edit his name? There's no way. I'm being messed with by Max0r. Surely this is a lie.
What is that? And last but not least, Hatsune Miku. This is literally just Miku. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. And Bennett, who is the single most overpowered unit in the game. Like, Genshin doesn't have power creep because of Bennett. Send this bitch to the coal mines and have his testicles exploded. Now, my previous teams...
See, I feel like all these things that I have to say about Genshin are just, one day someone's gonna have a vendetta against me. They're gonna find this video and they're gonna be like, oh my god, she quit the game and she still talks bad about it. I don't talk bad about it. It's just, I'm over it. There's a difference. It's still a good game. Just be wary.
They were kind of nice, but this time I'm not playing nice. I'm playing for funny numbers. Every single member is optimized beyond the boundaries of reason. I rolled 6 copies of Hatsune Miku, and now I can kill Tortellini in 2 attacks. It cost $50. Also, Bruce can fly, like actual flight. It breaks like half the game's AI when you do it. They're just very confused. My entire team is him shooting down at the peasants like an attack helicopter. Just don't ask me how long I farmed for this. I had to grind for this view.
All the characters.
Hang on a fucking second. She's wearing socks in the water. Something is horribly wrong with this country.
It was such a beautiful cutscene, and then it would cut to the feet in the water, and I was like, You monster. I don't like you anymore.
Inazuma is a third-world isolationist dictatorship, mostly occupied by catastrophic disasters, both natural and man-made, but mostly man-made. Me and the fellas watching Oppenheimer in the IMAX. Inazuma is also engulfed in a decades-long civil war, resulting in mass unemployment and a refugee crisis. Naturally, this is reflected in the enemy variety, because to visit Inazuma is to be accosted by hundreds of jacked homeless people. Like, these guys just...
To visit Inazuma is to visit a broken place, literally. It's just absolutely broken, cracked up, and split apart. Not in a good way either, okay? Not in a good way. It's just everywhere. Everything is jumbled and it's all happening everywhere all at once. And that's okay. There's a cat shrine though. I don't know if Max will mention it, but there's a cat shrine. Take care of the cats if you're playing, okay?
stand in the rain all day. How do the Hilichurls have more shelter than this? It is also a land of many islands, which all act as their own individual insurgencies. So I think this is a great opportunity to educate you as to why you should never visit Inazuma. You know, besides the fucking puzzles.
No,
this shit is the work of Satan. Narukami Island is the only place in Inazuma resembling a civilization. The rest is basically just Martin Luther King Boulevard. The only disaster this island has to worry about is the government. And her name is the Raiden Shogun. Kanazuka is the first island to be made uninhabitable by nuclear weapons testing, which then proceeds to leak out of the elephant's foot in an amount so dangerous it makes Chernobyl look like Clown College. I mean, I guess there's also the Kujo encampment, but we don't go to the Kujo encampment.
We don't.
Well, that's enough of that.
Nope.
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
He's just triggering it.
Yashiori is an absolute nightmare on account of the non-stop lightning storm and slightly imposing giant skull. My favorite activity is going to this place. It limits the land the lightning can strike, so it just fucking whacks you. Looks like another beautiful day in the great land of...
So Max0r is a bit of a masochist? Because if he likes this area because it limits the amount of land where you could get struck, that means you're more likely to get struck on the small amount of land that is there. So... Max? Are you okay?
Inazuma. Of course, I could fix the problem if I wanted to, but when I began the quest to remove the lightning, I was struck by it. I'm gonna take that as a sign from God. Save My Island is what happens when Mr. Beast donates 50 megatons of ionizing radiation to families in need. Like, this shit makes Evangelion look like a comedy special. The fact that there aren't even homeless people here...
This is next video. He just bombs a remote area.
Probably tells you all you need to know. Surumi Island is a very isolated place, populated for thousands of years by bird-worshipping savages who need their mineral resources exploited. President Biden, please send Raytheon missiles so I can buy Dasani water and Cheetos. I just think it has something to do with the interdimensional dog. Watatsumi Island is really nice. Like, what the fuck? Does this even count as an island? It's just so beautiful. I sure hope it's not hiding some kind of horrifying dark secret.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Enkanomiya is fucking Atlantis. You get there by jumping into the giant hole, and it's like, how is this legal? Are the developers okay? This place was once home to a thriving civilization, which collapsed nearly instantly after...
The story for Enkanomiya was actually quite interesting. I liked it very much, but I know a lot of people just could not grasp it, and that's okay. You know, sometimes it just takes a little more reading.
They discovered TikTok. It also allows me to toggle the powers of the artificial sun. And holy shit, this 5G connection is crazy. Look, I think you've got the idea at this point. As much as I've talked about reactions and children, Genshin Impact at its core is an exploration game because it makes you explore your sexuality. And that fact alone makes Inazuma one of the best areas.
I say this every time I mention Bulba on stream. I am straight. It's just I like beautiful people. You can be a man, you can be a woman. I don't care. If you're beautiful, I'm gonna drool, okay? Respectfully.
If you don't count the story, please kill me, mommy. I've been a bad boy.
Yeah,
and okay,
please.
this nation might be lacking in housing, basic infrastructure, and some unbombed land. But honestly, that's just part of the rustic charm. How else do you think this island got a giant crater? Just be glad you don't have to live in Inazuma. It's all fun and games until you piss off the geometry.
Roll a d20 for that boss, by the way. Such a good edit, oh my god.
Hi guys, it's me, Goro. Oh, peanut butter.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. It's peanut butter, I promise. Ooh. Sumeru.
Alright fellas, for our next stop, we're going to enter the weed land. We need to smoke that Zaza.
I know barely anything about Sumeru, so this will be an experience for both of us. All I know is everything that I've forgotten. And everything that I remember from everything that I've forgotten is that there's a weed loli.
And fallen conscious. And to do that, all we have to do is not be stuck in Inazuma. So if you were a fan of our undersea adventure, then don't worry. This glitch is much worse. All we've got to do is, whatever that was. I can't let go of the W button, by the way. Get ready to receive some Holy Spirit. Okay, so we're just going down to we're going to Silent Hill now. Sorry guys, it looks like we're approaching meltdown.
Oh god.
Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Max0r. 1 second guys, my mom's calling me. Hey mom, one second, I'm flying to get that Zaza.
What does that mean?
It means I'm low-key in a battle bus.
Sometimes I wish you were normal.
Okay, where are we dropping, boys?
Oh my god, I can't believe you.
Perfectly.
Okay, there we go. Is that genuinely how Max0r has been going from place to place? Because if that's the case, that's insane and mad respect. NEKO based. I love NEKO. I have to do my dailies. Thank you for the reminder, Max.
Hey there, my little Genshits. Welcome to the land of
don't call me that.
Sumeru. Hittite jump scare. The only nation in Genshin Impact that can use the internet, mostly for racism. Good to see that nothing's changed.
right.
It is also
They're all smart.
absurdly gigantic.
Almost
like the
all.
map screen
Not
can't
all
even
of
see
them.
all of it. But
Only a
before
few.
we can get into the intricacies of Sumerian society, I have to explain my team. The kindergarten.
The weak
Nahida
bully.
is... I can explain. My
She's
girl
cute,
at 10,
that's all.
but she is 10. Nahida is the literal god of knowledge.
I can't agree with anything you're saying, otherwise it's going to get me in trouble. My gosh.
If you count knowledge as the personal thoughts of every NPC in Sumeru, which
Yeah.
she can read, even
She
when I
can
log into
read.
Discord, there's no escaping her. Oh my fucking god, they're still typing it. How many emotes do these people have?
Oh my god, they have all of them.
Does watching you count as a hobby?
What?
I've actually been watching you for a long time now.
Excuse me, what? Nilu has a completely hollow skull.
Okay.
There is nothing happening
She's
inside her
pretty,
head.
though.
She could not pass an eye exam. Sangonomiya Kokomi...
She's great.
Wait a minute, I've seen you before. But fellas, I've got something to admit. You see, Kokomi's damage scales on health, her healing scales on health, and yes,
Yeah.
even her health scales on health.
Yeah.
So naturally when it came to
Anything that scales off of health for anything is a good character, and I will die on that hill.
time to build her, I used the wrong stat. It makes the numbers funnier. Yao Yao
It
is
makes
very
the
cute and
numbers
buddy.
funnier.
Her playstyle is chill and relaxing. In fact, you don't even have to
Sure.
play as Yao Yao.
Yao
You
Yao's
play as her
adorable.
artificial beast given life. It
Yeah.
throws vegetables at them. How many people
adorable.
would you kill for Yao Yao is not the right question. The right
No.
question is how many people I would
will
allow to
you
live.
kill?
Personally, I think this team is really good for not having a DPS. And we are going to need it for all the funny and interesting events this game has to offer.
Ooh, there
Because,
are
dear
quite a
viewer,
few,
I
actually.
lied to you. The best way to make money is not actually the Weasel minigame. It is
Stop,
participating in
Banos.
temporary event content, which I can
Yep.
only describe as punishment for developers who are too insane. Event content such as Prop Hunt, a game where you disguise yourselves as various
Hunt.
household items.
People were so absolutely obsessed with the little prop hunt event. There were like sweats, I swear. It was insane. I don't know if it's changed much, but I remember that much.
To escape the wrath of very stupid people. Oh god, I think he's got a whiff. Wow, guys, this is just like Genshin Impact.
Yeah, but I don't have to pay to see kids.
You know what? I think it's about time that I show off
That's
my
terrible.
winning strategies. Fellas, I've got a good feeling about this one. All we've got to do is Yep.
Yep,
Next, you
right there.
gotta do this.
Yep.
He will never find me this
No,
way.
you won't. You're
Does
literally
he
a
know?
part of
Oh
the
my God, he doesn't
infrastructure
know.
at that point.
Wait a second. No. All right, fellas, I got a plan for this map. We're just gonna stand here. He has no clue. I can't.
No way.
Why is it working like this? I'm sorry, guys. Looking up is really hard. I am torturing this man.
We
You could
don't
say
like
that he's
looking up. It
that he's
hurts
among
the
us.
neck.
We also have event content like the boat minigame. I'm having so much fun with the boat
We
minigame.
don't
The
like the boat
Pokemon
minigame.
tournament arc. What is happening on my screen?
The
Does that man have a fucking
mushrooms.
gun?
It's cute.
The beetle cockfighting. I've always wanted to beat a child. And my personal favorite.
Max, you say so much. You say so much so quickly. I don't know if I should even say yes in these videos anymore. But I have taken note of one thing. He always has the Liyue, or Lyre, however you want to say it, equipped on his Z. Which I find very interesting, which means he plays it quite often. Or I'm just dumb and I'm only just now realizing that it's equipped now and it wasn't equipped earlier.
Chinese New Year, because it makes me the most money. Just don't look up any of the cutscenes.
Dumb.
Hey, you butterfly. You too,
You're-
butterfly. Got in your way.
What the fuck? You know,
good.
Hutao, I think you've got some hidden
I'll pass.
talent. Please keep it hidden. That rap wasn't
Please.
released. It fucking escaped.
No, that actually happened. Man,
Kai, you gotta
Genshin's
watch out,
really
buddy.
changed.
You're rolling to the ragging too much.
Oh god.
Sumeru
Okay.
is an autocratic Orwellian surveillance state with
Yep.
a little hint of apartheid,
Yep.
governed by the worst organization imaginable.
Yeah.
University. This nation is the land of knowledge, with most of it
Your
being devoted
college.
to new, more efficient ways to be racist. And
Yeah, when I first remember Sumeru, I wasn't expecting the desert to be a part of it. I was surprised by that. And then also terrified at the same time because I had to grind all of it. And I did. But still. Well, I didn't grind all of it because I quit after pulling Nahida, but I ground quite a bit of it. I didn't get to max that area because I quit.
to that end, Sumeru is segregated between two distinct parts, each with their own unique ways to kill you. The forest is a terrifying safari hellscape where each animal is not only able to kill you, but is evolved to. We've got tigers, cows, crocodiles, robot dinosaur, fungus dinosaur. Welcome to Jurassic Park. And my favorite animal type, poor people. But most importantly, the forest is where the white people live, and they're filling the library with video essays. This is the academia who control Sumeru by spreading misinformation on the internet. Raiden, the academia doesn't want you to know this, but you can steal ducks from the public park. They're free, Raiden. The desert is a desolate, abandoned wasteland, once home to a thriving civilization.
And
before the Caucasoids built a giant wall between them. Does anyone else think this is weird? We've got scorpions. We've got scorpiouts. Welcome.
Now that I think about it, Sumeru really is split in half, which is why it also just makes sense. No, it would make more sense for Sumeru and the desert to be two completely different areas, in my opinion. But my memory is hazy, so I won't trust that too much.
To Jurassic Hell. We've got the, never mind.
We don't talk
So
about
is he
that.
gonna like, okay, and we've got worm demons. But my personal favorite
worms.
obstacle is definitely the gigantic
love
fuck-off
the
laser.
giant
There are, of course,
Yeah,
even
that
more
was
enemies,
fun.
but most of them are just
That was
liberal
fun.
propaganda to make you believe that race mixing is a physical need. And fellas, it's working. But hey, the desert isn't all that bad, as long as you
okay.
ignore the racist genie quest. Motherfucker
What?
graduated from casual to competitive racism.
Alright, later, Max.
What? Wait.
I gotta go AFK real quick.
How?
No, you can't
did you
do
do
this to me. Look, the point is, Sumeru is massive, and it's not even
Sumeru
done.
is very
And
big.
also Liyue isn't done. And also Mondstadt.
None of
But
them
what
are done.
Sumeru does have is an
Every time there's a new expansion, you find out that the previous one actually wasn't done yet, and it's coming up next. And that one comes up next, and then you find out the one right before that wasn't even done. So it's constantly growing.
actually good story. Like, out of all the things I expected, Harvard building an Evangelion was not one of them.
Hey, get the fuck out of here right now!
You can't tell me what to do anymore, Mom. I'm finally inside of another man.
Oh my god!
I am the all-knowing God. Jesus Christ, they really made this boss fight. Mobile
Oh
game,
my
by the way.
God.
So whether you're exploring deep in the woods at 4 a.m., finding amazing oases, God, I sure hope nothing
great.
whimsical happens here.
sure hope
Fighting
nothing
more
happens to
minorities.
me.
I'm trying to be a police officer, or doing the 8-hour gnome people quest.
Yeah.
That is a lot of side quests.
It's a lot of side quests, actually. This is all more reason for me to just not log in. But I will enjoy from a distance. I will.
There will always be a new surprise in Sumeru, and if future content is even a fraction as good as this, then I'm going to be playing this game for a very long time. Because, you know, I wasn't doing that
Kudos to
already.
you, Max0r. Kudos to you, man. I couldn't. I couldn't. It would take too much. Oh my gosh. This is great. Max0r's edits make Genshin look like such a better game than what I have in my memory. And part of me wishes that my memory was as accurate as Max edits. Honestly, I really do. I love this.
What the fuck? Saito, where are you going? This man is fucking tweaking
What
out
is
right
happening?
now.
Oh my god! Thank you for tuning in to another NEKO Reacts. Are you a Genshin player? Are you an OG? Or are you just starting? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mata ne! Bye!